Well, a very good evening to you on what is pretty close to an ideal evening for football. There is barely a cloud evident. The world and his wife have gone to great lengths to be here for a match of great consequence and massive interest in these parts. Barely a breath of wind, so the football has no excuses for not being at its very best. The teams I know are pumped for this. They are fantastic scenes in the stands. There is a great sense of drama here, a great sense of excitement and expectation. This must be amongst the favoured arenas of supporters all over the world. It really does have a very special feel to it. Milan have gone 4-3-3. Jim, how do you interpret that?
Yeah, and the two wide players up front can make the system pretty much succeed or fail. They'll be quite flexible in their creative movement. They like to drift in. At times they'll mix their game up and keep their width. And of course they're also expected to track any runs from opposition fullbacks. So they've got quite hard-working jobs, but if they can gain a one-on-one advantage, they can dictate.
And already we're underway here. Fofana, Pavlovic, Tomori, Estupinian, Pavlovic drives it forward. Too much on that, it's gone out. Gets his foot in there. Pavlovic, Tomori plays it forward, and it's Loftus-Cheek. Hoists it forward, aimed in towards the centre.
That's a case of crossing in hope, and unless they provide some more options, it'll be more miss than hit.
Nkunku, and it's played forward. It could be in here. Jimenez just doesn't give up. You just know he'll be in there. Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Estupinian. Played it. Massive lead! Oh, just needed a better contact.
I have to commend the wing play, but I have to condemn the defending. They've got to stop the cross.
Salmakers.
Yeah, that'll be a test for that defence, but I'd like my players to keep mixing it up if I was in that position, you know, and not become predictable. They've got to avoid that.
Estupinian. Well, there is no evidence right now of the recent frailties that have affected the team around about this time in the game. It's been much talked about, many here hoping that things will remain stable as they are now. Como yet to have a shot on target. Battles to win it back. That's a decent ball. Alvarez! And the ball's come out! Goal! Como!
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they've perfected that on the training ground because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front, and they really commit forward in numbers too. That was all very well drilled.
Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
And that ought to be the trigger for a really exciting and entertaining game from here on.
Estupinian switches it towards the other side. Alvarez. Oh, they can break here. Dinks one in. Played into space out wide. Gets up to head it! And he's there to make a great save.
Alvarez is very sporting here to acknowledge the quality of the save. A lovely little footballing moment.
He's off on the run. Pulisic! Alvarez. He's played him through. Fofana. Hardly anything between the sides, and the score is 1-0. Jimenez. Gula. Oh, that's nice. Across the field it goes. Pulisic. Jimenez. Salamakers. And it's got through. Oh, really tidy interchange. Diego Carlos. He is there to heave it away. And it's sprayed out wide. Keeper has beaten it away. Salmakers. Chance to shoot! It's off target and by quite a way.
Oh, I'm not sure what he had in mind, and I don't think he knew either.
Pavlovic. The referee brings the first half to a close. There we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It is very, very tight.
Well, you obviously have to give credit to the front men for the half-time lead, but I think the midfield can really pat themselves on the back too. They work tirelessly for me.
Como having to have the lead in a tight old game. Half-time, 1-0. If you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Como going well here, and they're in a good position to kick on and add to their lead. They don't have to overcommit, but they can place more emphasis on stretching their advantage without necessarily neglecting things defensively.
Has gone out. Strong punch. Pulisic gets it away. That's the throw. Tomori. Pavlovic. It's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. Estupinian. Helps available out wide. Salamakers. Kemp did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep, and it's been given away. Alvarez gets it out to the wing. Seemingly requiring all hands on deck here. Players converging towards the centre.
Look, this is all about organisation now and getting people in the right place to deal with what's going to come at them, and there seems to be enough authority in trying to achieve that.
Loftus-Cheek decides to play it back. Salmakers plays it backwards, and they'll try again. Pulisic. This could spell danger. Pulisic!
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
Well, this isn't the time to talk about risks now, Jim, is it? They just have to hurl everything at it and hope for a break.
Well, there's no two ways about it. This is what they have to do.
Looking to break out here. Pavlovic gets into the right position to intercept. Tomori cuts it out.
Alvarez really just wasn't quick enough then. Well, his thinking certainly wasn't. Didn't make use of what I felt were some very good options.
Long pass, but not the most accurate. So here comes the substitution. Loftus-Cheek. Tomori. Loftus-Cheek. Loftus-Cheek spreads it towards the left. Estupinian plays it over to the other flank. Nkunku provides an outlet. Out it comes again.
Milan are definitely not going down without a scrap. Their attitude just can't be faulted.
Oh, that is asking for trouble. Chooses to go back. So who's he picking out? Keeps everyone guessing. Pumps it into the area. Shoots! Loftus-Cheek can get it clear.
It's obvious that they prefer a greater cushion to sit on, but will they?
Loftus-Cheek. Pulisic. Almost there, and the players can feel it. Gula. He's gone for it! Disappointing finish in the end. Two changes being made right now. Tomori goes looking. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Nkunku. Fofana. Fofana pings it out wide. The mess. And time is up. What a game. End to end, it flew by, and in the end, it all came down to just the odd goal. Would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, to me, this is a result, Peter, that says an awful lot more than the scoreline suggests.
Well, good evening to you and welcome on this most perfect evening for a game of football. Conditions are absolutely splendid and the folk of this town have come out in their droves for this match. Why wouldn't they? It is an ideal circumstance for what could be an ideal game. Everybody has been attracted to it. It has been the talk of the town. And the buses have been packed, double-decker buses lining up outside. Coaches have carried thousands of away supporters here too. And all of it adds up to make a terrific and crackling atmosphere. The match, I think, will be quite a spectacle. This one of the great amphitheatres of the game. You are welcome to it, and indeed to one of the grandest fixtures. What do you think about the formation here, Jim?
Yeah, I'm a fan of this shape, Peter. Managers that set up this way are willing to back their players to execute what is an aggressive attacking intent. Goals are very much in mind, while you hope to keep outscoring the opposition, knowing you're probably bound to let a few in. But essentially, this is real front foot football and can be very exciting.
So we're up and running. Tries to get it forward quickly. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Albiol drives it forward. Esteves. And he's cut it out. Dashing forward at pace. Kula. Cooks through there. He's got options out wide. He's got away. He just whacks it away. Quadrado plays it forward. Pisa coming into this game on the back of a really good result. Goes for goal! And he's done it!
Oh, that was a cracking little exchange to set up the finish, and a lovely understanding between both players. I mean, that's clearly tailored on the training ground and delivered beautifully on match day.
Pisa are ahead, 1 goal to the good. Diego Carlos. Peroni. And it's played forward. Como are working the ball as only they can.
Well, we're seeing a better spell of passing here, Peter, so
We are.
you're getting some short, crisp passing and much more purpose behind it.
And they're keeping the ball.
Well, in some way, that qualifies as good defence too, doesn't it?
Hoists it forward. Plays it long. Good idea, just poorly executed. Alvarez, over to the left. Help's available out wide. Oh, smart save. He's looking to get there first. Lado. Oh, really good feet from him. Tries to get it clear. Well, it's a scoreline to raise the eyebrow. 1-0 to the underdogs. That's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. Superb! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And he's produced a beauty. And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, what a convincing response to going behind. They've got all the momentum now.
He's making good use of his strength there, just refuses to be out-muscled. Forward it goes. Kula. Peroni. Defenders on the back foot. Halfway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Can he deliver? Pumps it into the area. And he won't reach that. That is an adventurous run down the left-hand side. Lovely bit of skill there. Doesn't get the pass he's looking for. And he heaves it forward. Alvarez. Get that clear. Well, the crowd clearly like what they just saw. Some real no-nonsense defending.
Well, the further he went, the more attention he attracted. There was just way too much pressure for him to get the shot away.
Posh goes looking. Albiol drives it forward. Oh, that's not going to make it. Posh. There's the whistle for half-time. So, a very watchable game so far. Action at both ends and the team's level. It's been a decent 45 minutes. Competitive, certainly, a goal each. The second half then, just getting going. Fine run, and he's happy to keep going. And out it comes again. Breaks on here. Tries to get it forward quickly. He's clearly asking too much with that. Hato, Como have come to the defence of their manager after he came in for some stick regarding some of his decision-making.
I think it was quite fair, the criticism he received. He was blind to an obvious problem, and he was far too slow in reacting to it. He was never going to get away with that.
Hoists it forward. He's managed to get that all wrong. Looking to hit the front line. And it's played forward. Peroni. Mado. Harto. Driving on, a real charge here. Aimed in towards the centre. Cleared away. Lloris goes looking. Now the counter. Loses his balance and loses the ball. Alvarez, already of course on the score sheet.
That's just very well played. He can't hurt you with his back to goal, and he didn't go for the back heel.
Kemp with the clearance. Gets it back. Moves out on the left now. Promising cross. Peroni. Forward it goes. Mado. Quadrado. Now surely, he's gone for it! He scores! And they're back in front!
Oh, what a cracking goal, but a cracking touch as well. That's what made it for me. That's brilliant play all round.
He's made it 2, and no doubt he's hungry for more. Checks on the touchline, a change about to occur. Pisa go into the lead. Peroni. Posh plays it forward. Peroni. Alvarez going for goal! There's going to be another change here. So who's he picking out? Mado. Alvarez. Mado! Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Just the talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Alvarez! And he just whacks it away.
Peter, they have to fight the onset of desperation and keep enough cool heads to still deliver.
Big chance! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Well, there are a few pockets of space that are being exploited, and they need filling, and fast.
Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly.
Teams are clearly looking to kill this game off. It's keeping the ball away from the other end too.
Alvarez spreads it towards the left. A chance to play it in. he's there to hoof it away.
Look, with time running out, they have to get the ball in the penalty box, and if it means a long punt, then so be it. They've got to give themselves a chance.
Plays it through.
I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out. Yeah, he's run himself into the ground, hasn't he? And it's good to see that the crowd appreciate his efforts, because he has put in a real honest shift.
Posh.
They're making life really hard for themselves. The ball needs to be in the mixer, not there.
All shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Teaser just have to run down the clock. Esteves gets into a dangerous position. Diego Carlos. Almada. Played out to the right. On the right now, what's on? So that's it, it is all over. Whatever the shortcomings on either side, it was a great game to watch, just one between them. Maybe sum up what we've witnessed, Jim.
Yeah, looking back on this, the early goal had a big influence on what unfolded and allowed them to dictate with comfort.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin, that's all we have time for. Good evening to you.
Iya, oke. Bentar, no.
Well, good afternoon, everybody. It is terrific to have you along for our live coverage of this eagerly awaited contest. It should provide some terrific entertainment on what is turning into a rather imperfect afternoon. The weathermen rarely get it wrong, and they have warned us that there is rain on its way. Shouldn't be bad enough in any sense meaningfully to impact on the game of football, but it is a factor to be taken into consideration. Plenty of other factors, of course, principally each side's concern for the strengths of the other. This place simply a monument to the game. So much prestige, so much pride So much passion whenever football is played here. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Julian Alvarez, Peter, is a player who I think is very intelligent with his movement. Often he plays in the number 10 position. He just drops that little bit deeper to suck defenders out of position. And once he's done that, then he's capable of creative force in getting other people in behind. So there's an unselfishness to his game. And when he gets in front of goal, he can be deadly too.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree. They've got underway here pretty promptly. Roma, after this frantic spell of games, fixture congestion always brings with it issues around fatigue and injury.
Yeah, and the manager has got to look towards squad rotation now. A bigger part of his job is to keep a freshness and energy about the team.
Pellegrini. Pellegrini. Mano. Dovbik. Ferguson. Got it on the right now. What's on? Gets the chance to cross. Como looking to put things right here following their narrow defeat. Forward it goes. Kone. Mancini with the crossfield ball.
Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
That's good defending, very good defending. That's one way of trying to make things happen. There's a few who could follow that example. Well, that's where he wants it. Munoz. Gets it back. Cristante has been caught there, it's a foul. Roma are very keen on the aerial route.
It's looking pretty clear now, Peter, that the wide players have been told to get the balls in much earlier here.
Yeah, Jim, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, crosses that are not carefully selected, but they are very effective.
Ferguson. Questions were asked, but he's given the answers. And he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there, Peter, and special delivery from the ref.
And that's left him on the seat of his pants. managed to get it away. Indica. Bailey. Mancini. Kone. Has he found his man? Peroni. And it's played forward. Cuts it out. Alvarez. Dinks one in. And it's the goalkeeper's to claim. Had a shot! Oh, a very decent attempt. Diego Carlos. Gula. Done very well to intervene. Kone. Ferguson. Kone. Pellegrini. Cristante. And there's the end of the first half. So the other team has broken through. It's certainly not going to want to try. It's been an interesting game up to now. Still goals. What's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, they look lost for ideas and lacking in talent, which all contributes to a chronic case of impotence.
So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0. And we're already back underway here. 0-0 then, and we're back underway. Roma have come to the defence of their manager after he came in for some stick regarding some of his decision-making.
Look, some of the scrutiny is a bit over the top these days, and you're damned if you do and damned if you don't. But he really didn't help himself. His decision-making was puzzling, to say the least.
Ferguson. He's gone for it! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra-sharp.
Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur. Pellegrini plays it short. A chance to play it in. Oh, right on the edge of the penalty area. What's he giving here? Well, the referee has given a free kick just outside the box. There could be trouble here. But for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Defending of the desperate variety. Harto. Peroni. Mado.
Roma really are almost trying to pass the ball through a brick wall at the moment. You can see the sense of anxiety has now shifted to the stands.
This is quite a run, and he's not done yet. It's gone a long way up and away. And it's Dybala. Dybala gets it back. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Well, they say that your front lads should be that first line of stopping the opposition, and I think he's taken it to another level with his desire to get back and help everyone out.
Indica. Oh, that's neat. Pellegrini. Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
Well, I think it's a fair reflection on what we've seen so far. Neither side has produced that many efforts at goal simply because respective defences have been strong.
Pellegrini goes short. Real chance! A real chance and a real let-off. Needed a better pass there. Now it's Cristante. Pellegrini. Good run, ultimately thwarted by an astute piece of defending. Crowd appreciates good football all round there. And it's Al-Sharawi. Munoz. Gets into a dangerous position. Hermoso hoists it forward.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Dashing forward at pace. Roma to retain the ball, but are seemingly in no rush to break forward. Deftly done.
Roma showing a good level of intensity at this stage. They're calling on all their resources now.
Cristante looks to dink one in.
Roma merit full marks for their attitude and application in trying to win this. It means an awful lot, obviously.
Munoz. Just 5 minutes remaining now.
Well, they're supposed to be chasing a goal, and yet there's no urgency or sense of awareness. They've got to wake up.
He's made sure that that won't get through. Al-Sharawi. Dybala floats one over. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
It's Al-Sharawi! He's hit it first time.
Well, I think his mind was made up the way that ball arrived, and I certainly admire his willingness to hit the volley.
Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. A frustrating game for attackers on either side. They hardly had a sniff. Defence is broadly in charge, and it has finished goalless. What are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome, but we've had a good variety in this game, despite it being anticlimactic.
I think we're just about out of time, so many thanks to Jim, and a very good afternoon to you. Well, hello and welcome to what amounts to football heaven. It doesn't get a whole lot better than this. The conditions are utopian. The sky is blue and the players are with us for a football match so widely and keenly anticipated. Truly, this is pristine, and the level of expectation and excitement is reflected in the smiling faces of the crowd. They know it means so much, and they also experience between them a great sense of privilege at being able to attend this most special of games. This one of the great amphitheatres of the game. You are welcome to it, and indeed to one of the grandest fixtures. We have already started here. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, a player I've been looking at for quite a while now, Peter, is this guy, Bastoni. He's always impressed me with the way he's gone about his game. He's physically dominant, he's very intelligent in his reading of the game and his positioning, and he's also now very confident in his possession and what he can deliver up the pitch.
Well, quite no argument from me on that one. A really good feat. Çalhanoğlu gets it back. Martinez.
Inter are clearly looking to use the space out the flanks here.
With a view to what exactly, Jim?
Well, it can encourage the full-backs to get involved and increase their chances of more service into the box.
Deftly done. Tries a shot! DiMarco. Across the field it goes. Dumfries finds himself back in the starting side for the first time in a while. Now it's He's had a shot! Oh, that's a waste.
Well, the control on receipt was far better than the control on dispatch.
Wrestled off the ball. DiMarco not easily shrugged off the ball. Barella, he'll have a go.
Barella quickly realised that he could have a pop, not his best.
Change to the store, 0-0 it remains. Bastoni cuts it out. Akanji goes looking. Out to the left it goes. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Gorgeous control there. DiMarco plays it into the box. Thuram! Meno. Munoz. Tries to get it forward quickly. It's gone for a throw-in. There will be a throw-in.
Huh? Where?
Akanji. Dumfries. Barella. Bastoni drives it forward. DiMarco needed to come up with a better ball.
Peter, his body shape was a giveaway before he made the pass, and its obviousness was appreciated.
Questions were asked, and he's given the answers. Hoists it forward. DiMarco with the crossfield ball. It's come loose. And it's Çalhanoğlu. Barella. Çalhanoğlu. Thuram! Peroni. And that'll be the final action of the first half. So neither team has broken through, but certainly not for the want of trying. Been an interesting game up to now, but still goals. Reflections on the first half?
Yeah, and despite the scoreline, it's clear who the better side is when it comes to chances. If this is the trend that's going to continue, then there's only going to be one winner here, and I don't think it's going to take too much improvement for it to happen.
So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0. And we're already back underway here.
Well, that first 45 minutes didn't deliver as we'd hoped. Lots of effort, but a lack of quality with the finishing has left us hoping that someone can step up and produce something a little more magical.
Well, the crowd clearly like what they just saw. Some real no-nonsense defending. Çalhanoğlu does well there, alert. Akanji. Forward it goes. Over to the left. In by DiMarco. And that's been levered clear.
Yeah, it looks like a change of approach, and it may just freshen things up.
Kula. Alvarez. Oh, really good feet from him. Oh, the ball's come loose. Danger averted for now. And it's played forward. Good idea, just poorly executed. DiMarco. Well, they could break here. Out to the right. He's got the ball glued to his feet. Barella gets into the right position to intercept. Dumfries. Dumfries goes looking. They're not going to make any further progress now. Has gone out. Como are making a change now.
Well, you have to feel a little for the player being taken off here. I think he's been made the scapegoat after that, but I guess something had to be done. I suppose it did need a little change.
Posh. Munoz. 0-0 the score, and we're just about done. A deeply frustrating game. Forward it goes. Çalhanoğlu hoists it forward. DiMarco tried to play it through.
Look, he's offering an apology to his teammate, who's clearly miffed at not being picked out despite making what looked like the right run.
Oh, good interception. Bastoni plays it forward. Kempf. Peroni. Kempf. Munoz. The ball needed to be better there, it's a wasted chance. Oh, that's neat. Looks to drop one in. It's well blocked, and back out it comes.
Como showing a good level of intensity at this stage. They're calling on all their resources now.
Martinez needs to get it forward quickly. He's picked him out. Dumfries gets the ball, has a pop! And he nearly went all the way.
He was set on rounding it off in fitting style, but he couldn't make it fit.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact. Looks to thread it through. Acerbi gets it away. Oh, real danger here. So, time for changes on both sides, actually. Mbah plays it short. Kanji gets it away. Forward it goes.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
Played into... Up for a header! Oh, just couldn't turn it in.
Como can defend those situations better by stopping the crosser at source.
Harto. Zielinski. And that's that. Well, it looked 0-0 from a fair way out. Little craft or guile or penetration. Defence is largely untroubled. It's goals. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Listen, the more this game went on, a draw was always likely to be on the card. So overall, I don't think anyone will be complaining too much about what they've got.
Before we go, many thanks to Jim Beglin for his input, and from us both, good afternoon.
11 tak kah?
Good evening wherever you are on this most pleasant evening. There has been a clamour to get inside the ground tonight for a much-anticipated game. The roads outside of the stadium have been bumper to bumper with traffic. The car parks are full. There is a torrent of humankind making its way from the nearby station, and we expect every seat to be filled. An atmosphere of great expectation and excitement. Shot at goal! It's anyone's ball.
Again, let me mention what a wonderful stop the goalkeeper pulled off there. Really wonderful.
Alvarez! Oh, what a wonderful stop!
Alvarez simply didn't do anything wrong. He was thwarted by brilliance.
Cremonese are having a tough week. It is a crazy schedule for them.
Yeah, it's a tough spell, and guarding against fatigue for the players is key now. Tiredness can be the blame for more injuries, so it's an opportunity for the manager to shuffle his pack.
Hoists it forward. Vasquez with a delicate ball. And the finish! Oh, just lacked a decent finish. Como were imperious when the two sides last met, and the fans are asking for more of the same. Dashing forward at pace. Vasquez plays it forward. Goes for goal! Harto. Tries to get it forward quickly. Cremonese, their manager to thank for the last result.
Well, Peter, you just can't argue with the substitutions. They were spot on, and the timing of each were perfect too. That sort of decisive management is a winning formula in itself.
And he heaves it forward. Gulak spreads it towards the left. Oh, well defended. That had to be done. Morgera gets it upfield. More than happy to take the muscular approach. Well, that looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. That intervention was very necessary. Has a goal! Just off target.
Good effort, very good effort. He would have at least wanted to make the keeper work though.
Still goalless at the moment. Cremonese to retain the ball, but are seemingly in no rush to break forward. Oh, real danger here! And it's played forward. Vasquez gets away from his opponents. Big chance! It's in! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish. Cremonese get themselves into the lead.
Well, just listen to the reaction. I think you can hear the approval from the support all around the stadium.
And it's Vasquez. Reaching half-time and still behind. It's Vasquez! Good first touch and almost as good a second.
Yeah, the shot was enabled, Peter, due to such smart control and technique.
Alvarez. Oh, Red, he sorted that out. And it's the goalkeepers to claim. Half-time. So there you have it, a close-fought half of football. It still had its moments, and ultimately produced just one goal. More than decent game up to now.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time, because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
And we're already into the second period.
Como need to get the balance right to sort this out. Ambition must be complemented by just the right amount of caution, and I think the more experienced players can oversee that.
No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Alvarez. Vasquez. Over to the left. Referee's had a good look and given a corner. And he's there to clear it. Kempf drives it forward. Forward it goes. Plays it out to the wing. That is terrific skill. Vasquez plays a clever pass. He's had a shot!
I can't speak highly enough of the keeper after that save. Can't stop thinking about it.
Peroni. Alvarez looking as though he's being given special treatment here. Treatment he could well do without.
Well, look, they're clearly very keen to prevent him from taking the physical higher ground. They're fighting fire with fire.
Whipped in.
But this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
Hit and hope is just about the sum of it, isn't it, Jim?
Just has to be done.
Chip through. It's a throw. And he's there to cut it out. Regardless of the outcome, it is good to see someone running at the defence like that. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick.
Rất là không ngon nó plan kề rồi nè. Chọc.
Vasquez. Turns and goes back. The ball needed to be better there. It's a wasted chance. He slid it through. And that is not finding anyone. And it's Vasquez. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Could move up a gear here. It is good for it! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Cremonese just served up a reminder of how good they can be on the break. Their method is clear.
Vasquez. Terracciano. Timely intervention.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they? Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
It's a promising ball.
This is good ball retention, and it should be enough from here, but they want to double their advantage.
Keeper's got good distance on that. And they win it back again. And now they can launch a counter. Hoists it high.
Cremonese.
Oh, that is asking for trouble. Oh, that's nice.
They seem to have lost their sense of direction. It should be higher up the pitch.
90 minutes up, we're into stoppage time. Played down the flank. It's come through and he's had a quick look in. Massive leap! Close, but time for no more. The whistle has gone. It has ended in disappointment. Defeat and back to the drawing board. Good evening wherever you are on this most pleasant evening. There has been a clamour to get inside the ground tonight for a much anticipated game. The roads outside of the stadium have been bumper to bumper with traffic. The car parks are full. There is a torrent of humankind making its way from the nearby station, and we expect every seat to be filled. An atmosphere of great expectation and excitement. This one of the great amphitheatres of the game. You are welcome to it, and indeed to one of the grandest fixtures. We have already started here. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Ciro Immobile. He's your classic striker, Peter. Absolutely lethal when he's got a sight of goal. He can play both on the shoulder of the defender or as a kind of target man, but given his superlative finishing ability, his teammates should be looking to get the ball to him in the box whenever possible.
Yeah, hard to see past him. He'll be looking to put on a show, I'm certain of that. It's a fine run and he's happy to keep going. That's one way of trying to make things happen. There's a few who could follow that example. Mado. Peroni. That's clever movement up front.
Yeah, I can see how the movement of those players, Peter, can cause some real problems for this defence.
Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Oh, nice touch. So who's he picking out? Mano demonstrating fabulous determination. He just will not be beaten. Gets a good foot in there. Immobile has got himself a free kick. It's got through and... Bologna are on the receiving end of some fairly harsh criticism, mainly about the tactical choices made by the boss.
Yeah, but he brought the criticism upon himself by making substitutions that didn't really make sense. They added confusion when he really needed cohesion.
Gets the better of his man.
Well, when the options aren't quite present in the box, it's the crosser's interest to hold on for the support.
On the right now, what's on? Oh,
Dạ,
good interception.
tới gần mà.
Lukumi with a searching ball. Alvarez. Mado.
It's not the game we were hoping for, Peter. I think both of these keepers could text about their respective uninvolvement.
Gets into some space. And that has been cleared. Ferguson has been included in the starting 11 for the first time in some weeks. Ferguson looking to run onto it. He's left his man. Chance! Chance!
Well, I think when you're in that situation, all you can do is tip your hat to the keeper, because that was fantastic.
Ferguson gets into a good position. Alvarez. Almada. Could try cutting inside here. Oh, shooting chance! Juan Miranda gets it away. Here has a goal! Goal! Como!
What a great finish, but how about the touch? It just allowed him to put the ball exactly where he wanted it, and the rest became a formality.
Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
Yeah, this is also a chance to see what happens to their level of concentration from here.
It's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. Goes for goal! Oh, he's really drilled it. Moro knocks it away. Gorgeous control there. Plenty waiting in the middle. Timely intervention. No question, that's a foul.
Dirty.
Keeper sends it forward. Como get it back again. Now it's Immobile. Dominguez. He goes long. And it's half-time here. So there you have it, a close-fought half of football, but one that still had its moments, but ultimately produced just one goal. A more than decent game up to now.
Well, this team has found a real rhythm to their game. The players seem to have clicked well, there's good movement off the ball, the passes are sticking. No one's afraid to have a go.
Como are in at half-time with a slender one-goal lead. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Como going well here, and they're in a good position to kick on and add to their lead. They don't have to overcommit, but they can place more emphasis on stretching their advantage without necessarily neglecting things defensively.
Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly. And he's there to hoof it away. Ferguson. Immobile. Como picked up all 3 points from their previous game. A win, however narrow, really important. That's the throw. The message is clear, none shall pass. It's a promising ball. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Alvarez, who's made his mark on this game, knocks one in. Goalkeeper's ball. And they've got it back as soon as they gave it away. Lukumi drives it forward. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, this lead is beginning to look a little delicate. I'd rather see them show the ambition and adventure to go further ahead. But it seems as if they've settled for a riskier approach now to defend this.
And that could be trouble. It's Immobile! Oh, that's a terrific save from the keeper. Immobile
Sparked a tremendous stop there, and I think it's fair to add, he just wasn't expecting it.
Kemp attempts a clearance.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
Well, hit and hope is just about the sum of it, isn't it, Jim?
Well, there's no two ways.
Face to face with the keeper. It's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Oh, look, his determination needed to be greater than the obstacle he was faced with, and it wasn't.
Peroni. Alvarez. That's a decent ball. And through to the goalkeeper. Out to the right. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Fort. Kempf. And back to base. The breakthrough came in the final moments of the first period, and it's 1-0. Kempf. Mado. Fort. It's by no means guaranteed just yet. Harto. Kempf. Fort. Yoro. Kempf. Harto. Just 5 minutes left. Como need to hold on for a few more moments. Kempf. Harto. Yoro. Fort. Yoro. Kempf. Harto. Yoro. Fort. Yoro. Kempf. And that is that. What a game. End to end, it flew by, and in the end, it all came down to just the odd goal. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, Peter, I'm sure a more comfortable margin would have been preferable, but you can't expect to get your way all the time. I think.
Well, whatever time of day or night it is with you, welcome along to a game which is threatened, I have to tell you, by a rather forbidding weather forecast. The expectation is for quite heavy rain as the game grows older this evening. It hasn't arrived just yet, but it will do shortly. Glad to report, though, that that hasn't affected the crowd, who are here in good number and indeed in good voice. And the game will be underway very soon. Certainly this is a very, very impressive venue. Quite a sight to behold. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, the man they call the Black Panther, Septa, is someone I'll be looking forward to seeing here, Peter. A bullish striker who's really proved that he can be the leading man in any team. And what's really impressed me in recent times is that he's drastically improved his goal count, double what he used to get, which is incredible progress.
Yes, he'd be my pick too. It's going to be all about how they get the best out of him. Lovely bit of skill. Swung in towards the middle. Illich is there, and he can get that clear. Thinks he's got rid of that. And he's got the ball glued to his feet. It's come loose. Zapata. Como have it back, and they can go again. It's
Alvarez really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Ismaili is there to heave it away. Brought forward. What does he try from here? He's through. Just the goalkeeper's a big chance! Goal! Torino! Perfect placement. The one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Now that's what I call finishing, right in the corner. He knew instinctively who was where and didn't need to waste any time weighing things up. That's a cracking goal.
Torino get themselves into the lead.
Still a fragile lead, though. They can't afford to sit on this.
Now, what's he got in mind? Como are behind here, despite their domination of possession. And now they can launch a counter. Zapata plays it out to the flank. He's left his man. He wasn't very far from making something happen by himself. Lovely to see. Fort. Shores goes looking. Como cushioned by the confidence of a narrow win in their last game. Nico. Fort. Promising move that. Good inroads into enemy territory, but no joy. Alvarez. He's got away. Maripan gets it back. Goes for goal! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Well, as test goalkeeper, the keeper has just received an A+ grade.
Alvarez. With a delicate ball, decent-looking ball. And the counter is on. Forward it goes. Can't get the better of his opposite number. Good run, ultimately thwarted by an astute piece of defending. Crowd appreciates good football all round there. Yaro. Running. Kula. Ismaili cuts it out. Kula takes the long option. And that has been cleared. Loose ball, who's going to get that? Gorgeous control there. Maripan attempts a clearance. And that has been clubbed away. And the whistle goes for half-time. Here we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half. There has only been that one goal. It is very, very tight.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time because, in truth, they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
The action has already resumed here.
Como need to get the balance right, the sword.
Has a hit! Ilic with the cross-field ball. Torino on the receiving end of some fairly harsh criticism, mainly about the tactical choices made by the boss.
I think it was quite fair, the criticism he received.
Septa! There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. Tries to get it clear. Good run down the left. What can they make of it? Harto. Decent ball. Zapata needed to come up with a better ball.
Was too timid to make it through the defence. It'll be noted and improved upon, I'm sure.
So there's going to be another change here. Maripan plays it forward. To stroke it through, and he's made sure that that won't get through.
Como are definitely going about this the right way.
Well, hit and hope is just about the sum of it, isn't it, Jim?
Just has to be done.
Yaro. Oh, that's a waste. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Maripan drives it forward. Ilic proves too strong there. Lovely bit of skill there. Great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Well, he was thinking about headlines, I'm sure, but he ought to focus more on breaking lines.
Forward pass. Battles to win it back. Mbah. He was a starter in the last game. Just a quarter of an hour to play.
Peter, they have to fight the onset of desperation and keep enough cool heads to still deliver.
Yoro. Alvarez. More Alvarez has got himself a free kick. Good strong hand by the keeper. Denied by a great piece of goalkeeping.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
Over to the left. A really good feat. Going through. Great leap! Oh, and that should have been two.
He got too ahead of himself there, thinking how he could have made things safe.
The changes then in quick succession.
Yeah, it's pretty obvious as to who was going to be taken off. His energy levels began to sag, and he was never going to last until the final whistle.
Just 5 minutes left. Gets away from his opponent. And he just whacks it away.
Look, with time running out, they have to get the ball in the penalty box, and if it means a long punt, then so be it. They've got to give themselves a chance.
Shaw's as well to read it and intercepts. Lazaro set up 1 goal so far. Time added on will be 2 minutes. Yoro. And that will be the final act. Well, you can analyse to your heart's content. It won't change the outcome. They have lost the game. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, the way the manager has stormed down the tunnel lends itself to an almighty telling off for such a timid, docile display.
That's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all. Well, what a lovely, lovely day. Absolutely glorious weather here as we welcome you to a football match of considerable significance. Great consequence in this part of the world. They've been talking about this one for a while, and they have rolled up to it in fantastic numbers. You should have seen the roads outside the ground in the hour or two leading up to it. It has been bumper to bumper, the traffic has been extraordinary, but the level of expectation is also very, very high. And these supporters who were queuing round the block for their tickets as soon as we knew the date of the fixture, well, now they can't wait for it to begin. And begin it will any second now. Of course, the tifosi of Lazio have always been known for their extraordinary passion, something which is so very evident here today. There's the whistle, and here we go. Lazio are the league's top scorers, formidable in front of goal. Looking cross-field, changing the point of attack. Nuno Tavares. Now it's Guendouzi. Lovely feet. Zaccagni. Oh, sweet feet. Cataldi. Zaccagni. Cataldi. Nuno Tavares. Zaccagni. Nicely controlled. Cataldi. Hoists it forward. Lazio were imperious when the two sides last met. And the fans are asking for more of the same. Gets wrestled off the ball. Cataldi. They are working very hard to get it wide now, Jim.
Yeah, and just notice the way when they ping it out wide.
Has a pop! Oh, what a hit! What a hit! About as smooth as it gets.
Lazio are really pouncing on any stray passes in midfield. We're talking seconds from interception to the back of the net. It's counter-attacking heaven.
Lazio go ahead, 1 goal to the good. Lazio have come to the defence of their manager after he came in for some stick regarding some of his decision-making.
I think it was quite fair, the criticism he received. He was blind to an obvious problem, and he was far too slow in reacting to it. He was never going to get away with that.
Across the field it goes. Guendouzi pushes to get on the end of it. Played into space out wide. Oh, that's nice. Plenty waiting in the middle. Tavares delivers the ball. Peroni. Kula. Peroni tries to get it forward quickly. Cataldi. Forward it goes. And it's played forward. Gets into some space. Nuno Tavares. Zaccagni. Getting on for a third of the way through the game. Kula. Fort. A really good feat. Mado. Zaccagni. Gigot. Hoists it forward. Has he found his man? Castellanos. His goal scoring skills have already been evident. Quentuzzi just brushed off the ball there. Good run, ultimately thwarted by an astute piece of defending. Crowd appreciates good football all round there. Zaccagni tries lifting it over. Fort. Mado. Gula. Gula cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
Loses his balance and loses the ball. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So there you have it, a close-fought half of football. It's still had its moments, but ultimately produced just one goal. A decent game up to now.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time, because in truth they've not really been at it so far. And if the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
Already up and running for the second half.
Como don't need to press the panic button just yet. They may have to tweak their setup first if they don't grab an early goal in this second half. They can't hold back though. Castellanos really got caught in a trap there, and he just couldn't get out.
Tries to get it forward quickly. Gets away from his opponents.
They didn't manage to get nearly enough into the box, and that speaks of little ambition.
Como looking to get back to winning ways following on from that marginal defeat. Zaccagni. Como still trailing by one, and looking here to take it up a notch after the break. Hato. Forward it goes. And it's played forward. Cataldi with the crossfield ball. Gendouzi. The defence got the better of him this time, but I'm sure he'll go again. Baroni. So far, Jim?
Well, the stats are pretty telling here. It's hard to argue with the scoreline when you carry so little threat. Como are definitely going about this the right way.
This isn't the time to talk about risks now, Jim, is it? They just have to hurl everything at it and hope for a break.
Well, there's no two ways about it. This is what they have to do.
Baroni. Robela. Nuno Tavares. 75 minutes played. Gendouzi. Lovely bit of skill there. Zaccagni. Keeps everyone guessing. Just deflected over the goal line for a corner. We have got changes here, from both sides in fact.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
He's got it, and he's got Gendouzi! Oh, and that should have been two.
Gendouzi really did let them off the hook. They could have wrapped it all up.
Making consecutive changes here.
Yeah, it's pretty obvious as to who was going to be taken off. His energy levels began to sag, and he was never going to last until the final whistle.
Over to the left. We're not going to make any further progress now. Como making another change here. Cataldi. Nuno Tavares. Zaccagni. Goes long. Here it comes. There are a few waiting for it. Gendouzi. Rovella, who does have an assist to his name. And the finish! Same again. Same outcome.
This is proving to be a very good spell. The intensity is great, but they've got to make it count.
This is... Shoots! They've scored! They have stolen level at the last! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Now that's what I call finishing, right in the corner. He knew instinctively who was square and didn't need to waste any time weighing things up. That's a cracking goal.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change.
Yeah, he's run himself into the ground, hasn't he? And it's good to see that the crowd appreciate his...
Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. A game chock full of moments and talking points. It could have gone either way, but chose in the end to share its spoils. It ends in a highly entertaining draw. Any reflections on what... Well, a very good evening to you on what is pretty close to an ideal evening for football. There is barely a cloud evident. The world and his wife have gone to great lengths to be here for a match of great consequence and massive interest in these parts. Barely a breath of wind, so the football has no excuses for not being at its very best. The teams I know are pumped for this. There are fantastic scenes in the stands. There is a great sense of drama here, a great sense of excitement and expectation. One glance and you know where we are. It is one of the most recognisable arenas for the beautiful game in the world. And boy, does it add to the occasion. So off we go then. Some good work on the right flank. Now, what's next? Peroni. Traore with a good steal, well played. Nkunku. Milan have not been beaten on their travels so far this season. Estupinian. Mado. Forward it goes. Fort tries to get it forward quickly. And that is as far as they're going to go. Gabia drives it forward. Salmakers. Grabio. Como will be looking to keep their concentration levels high as they look to buck a worrying recent trend of shipping early goals. Hoists it forward. It's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. Oh, that's neat. He spotted the run and played him through. Can he deliver? That's gone a long way up and away. Mado. It is quite a run he's making here. It's deflected over the goal line for a corner. Up to meet it! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
That's a little unfortunate. He had a lot of people worried then.
Tomori. Laid back in. Hato. Alvarez! Oh, that's a fine save!
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class wage.
Estupinian is there, and he can get that clear. Nkunku, hit long and direct. The other side yet able to force a breakthrough here. And he's whipped it in low. Mado. And it's played forward. Kubasi. Hato. Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. Well played, he saw that coming. Loftus-Cheek has been included in the starting 11 for the first time in some weeks. Now it's Nkunku. Looking for a decent ball, hits one! Not this time.
Now that was a slick move, and there were several options in the box to pick out.
Salmakers with the short one. Puts in a cross. Firmly met.
Yeah, that'll be a test for that defence, but I'd like my players to keep mixing it up if I was in that position, you know, and not become predictable. They've got to avoid that.
Meno goes looking. So who can spark this game into life?